All right, Matt.
Hey, I'm just curious. This week, what was it like in practice? I mean, was this one of these tough weeks that Andy gets on everybody, or was this just kind of run-of-the-mill business as usual?
Well, it's there's not a week that goes by where Coach Reed isn't going to get on you, man. That's his job. Sometimes you just got to be like, take it easy, roller coaster tycoon. You know what I mean? And really get him to calm down because he's what he's trying to do is he's trying to make sure that everybody is on top of their game, and especially a big game like this. Great practices usually turn into great performances on Sunday or Monday in this matter, and that's why we love Coach Reed, because he's always on our tail, making sure that we're doing the right things and trying to get better.
Go next to Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Take it easy, roller coaster tycoon. That's a quote right there for sure. Just simple question here. Ravens defense has had a lot of different personnel from last year into this year. What are you seeing on film, especially with guys like Patrick Queen, that rookie from LSU, a little different. Clark, their safety, a lot of different things going on with the Ravens defense. What do you see in film?
I mean, they're no joke, man. They're no joke. They've been flying around playing great football, and I feel like a lot of the teams that they play, they present a bully mentality that kind of intimidates some of the guys that they're playing. That's what you got to attack that. You have to be able to meet that and stand up to what they're presenting out there, knowing that they're not going to do too much that tricks you in terms of coverage. They're going to do a lot of good stuff. A lot of the good stuff they do is in blitzes and getting to the quarterback, and that puts a lot of pressure on the skill guys and the guys out wide to get open in space. And you know what? That's where we're ready for the challenge.
Go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Trav, I know you were a huge fan of the game, obviously, coming up. Just how much do you look forward to, knowing that, okay, there's not going to be the same amount of fans, but how much do you look forward to a big game like this, given the Monday Night Football surround, Pat and Lamar, the whole hoopla that goes into it?
I mean, you play the game to play against the best, man. And it's no hidden secret. Baltimore Ravens are one of the best teams in the National Football League. And going up against them is a huge and great challenge for us. And that's what you get excited for. That's why you play the game, in my mind. And, whether it be Monday night, Sunday at noon, you know what I mean, when you get to play against a great team, great offense, defense, and special teams, they're well coached. You get fired up and you get geared up to put your best out there as well.
Go next to Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, Travis. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about this defense. They're ranked number 1. They're really good at stopping the run. And Coach Bieniemy talked about how they just are going to blitz. So when you're getting ready, does that just get your adrenaline flowing earlier? You said they like to be the bullies on the block, but when it comes to technique and what they've been successful at, is there a certain way you have to handle a defense like that?
Yeah, without a doubt. You have to keep them on their heels, really. And then that's the biggest thing for us, is to try and be the attacker. They play defense, which is a reactionary position. And, if we stay on with our foot on the gas pedal, we give ourselves a chance. And especially against a great defense. I mean, they fly around now. These are strong, athletic, physical guys that the Ravens have been able to put together as a defense over there. And we're just going to have to meet the challenge.
Let's go next to Steve Walls. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, what's up, Trav? How you doing?
Steve.
Hey, you mentioned a little bit earlier saying this is a big game, but when talking to Tyron yesterday about the importance of this also being a conference game, right, especially between an opponent that could possibly have a chance at a number 1 seed, does that add any more importance to you? Because, of course, with the change of the NFL playoffs where there will only be 1 first-round bye.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it just amps it up a whole nother level. Obviously, we try and take every single game that we play serious, and there's no more game important than the one that you have that week, and it's no more important than this week, right? Just because we know that especially last year we were in the hunts with them to try and get that home field advantage, and very similar teams with a lot of great players. So you never know how things pan out, but you definitely want to put yourself in the best position even early on in the season.
Go next to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Travis, a bit of a general question here, but I just want to ask you about how your family has helped you get to where you are today. Saw that moment with your dad after the Super Bowl, pretty powerful, and then also your brother, been a mentor to you your whole life. How has your family gotten to you to where you are today?
Man, you know what? It's been such a fortune, man. It's just been such a blessing to have a, a supportive family, and it's not just my immediate family, man. I have a lot of moms and dads back in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, that have told me that I've been making them proud throughout the years, and those are the fulfilling things that you try and strive for in life, is to make sure that the people that helped you along the way are proud of where you've come and how you've done it.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Travis, in your career outside of the division, it feels like you have had close playoff games with the Colts, with the Steelers, and obviously most recently with the Patriots. You haven't played the Ravens yet in the playoffs, but do you feel like this is the next sort of team that you can identify with that outside of the division, but within the conference is someone that you know is a rival and an equal in that regard?
I honestly, I don't really try and get caught up into what could play out later on in the year. I mean, yeah, you think about it, and you know that this is one of the best teams in the National Football League, and that there's a possibility that you meet up in the playoffs. But for the most part, it's just taking it week by week and making sure that you're getting the game plan down pat. Like there's nothing else that matters other than the week at hand, and just can't look too far down the road.
Let's go last to Breland Moore. Go ahead, Breland.
Hey, Travis, first off, is that a Chicago Wolves hat that you have on?
It is. I love international, the IHL hockey back in the day. I'm a big Cleveland Lumberjacks fan as well, but I rock all the old school vintage hats from the 90s.
Beautiful. I love it. Well, my question, a couple of your teammates have already touched on this today, but you said on Instagram earlier this week that you never want to play in an empty stadium again. Here you are going to play in an empty stadium again. How have you guys mentally prepared for that atmosphere now that you know going in what kind of what to expect?
It's just you know what, we try to create energy and maintain that through 60 minutes of football, and it's difficult, especially when things aren't necessarily going your way. So we just got to make sure that we control the things that we can control and focus on that, and go out there and play good football. We didn't put our best effort out there on the field last week, and I'm pretty sure a lot of guys will say that. I know I definitely didn't, and just all it does is just fire you up to do better this week, and hopefully we get fans out there sooner than later.